Learning theories describe how we receive, process, and retain knowledge. There are different approaches to how we learn, and the four basic learning theories are behaviorism, cognitivism, constructivism, and social constructivism. This video gives an introduction to these theories and shows how they influence on educational use of IT. Behaviorism. Until the middle of the 20th century, educational theory was dominated by behaviorism. Behaviorists see learning as the acquisition of new behavior through conditioning, and it can be reinforced through reward or lack of reward. Learning is a passive acquisition of information, and knowledge is delivered from teacher to students through teaching. The role of the teacher is to select knowledge, share it with the students, and subsequently determine whether the students have learned what they were taught. Cognitivism. After World War II, researchers with expertise in computers and artificial intelligence began to study human cognition. These cognitivists focused on the processes that take place inside the brain. According to cognitivism, the world consists of objective information, which is processed in the human brain, whereby the information is transformed into knowledge. As a cognitivist, you will focus on clear structures and how one learning object relates to and builds on what the student already knows and understands. According to cognitivism, the computer can be seen as a teacher for the student. This makes it possible to adapt teaching to the individual student's level and learning style. The student can acquire knowledge at his own pace and in his own way. At the same time, tests and generated data can quickly show the student and the teacher whether the student has learned what he or she was supposed to learn. Constructivism. Constructivism was founded by Jean Piaget and emphasizes the importance of the active involvement of learners in knowledge construction. Learning is seen as the development of cognitive structures in the brain. According to constructivism, we do not acquire knowledge and understanding by passively perceiving it. Instead, we construct new understandings and knowledge through experience. The teacher's role is to facilitate learning activities that let the students work actively with the learning content. Social constructivism. According to social constructivism, learning is influenced by the social relationships and contexts in which the individual is part. Cognition is not something that belongs to the individual but is rather a social matter. This is called distributed cognition. Lev Vygotsky is one of the prominent theorists of social constructivism and distributed cognition. He developed the concept of the zone of proximal development. According to this concept, students can reach a higher level of competence with the help of the teacher, parents, or fellow students. Learning activities based on social constructivist principles support students' cooperation and their opportunities to learn from each other. For example, through group work, classroom discussions, and collaborative learning. Educational use of IT. The educational use of IT and the design of IT-based learning sessions and courses are mostly based on one of two pedagogical models. The individual model, which is based on behaviorism and cognitivism, and the collaborative model, which is based on constructivism and social constructivism. The individual model will provide the student with a range of resources and exercises, which exactly suits the individual student. The content is divided into learning modules with text, videos, tests, etc., and it provides maximum flexibility for the individual. The collaborative model, on the other hand, focuses on the student's collaboration and active creation of new products through discussions, knowledge sharing, group work, etc. This model creates a dependency on other students, whereas the individual model focuses on monologue-based teaching. The collaborative model supports dialogues. In the individual model, students are seen as knowledge recipients who are involved through written assignments, MCQs, etc., while the collaborative model involves the students as participants through group-based reflection and interaction. There is not just one correct way of using educational IT, and most teachers use elements from both models in their teaching.